Good morning, everybody. I can see quietly all these people joining our Zoom this morning. Welcome, welcome. I'm Miles Morgan, for anybody that doesn't know who I am. So welcome to our Wednesday morning Zoom. And it's fair to say this morning's Wednesday Zoom, I am very excited about. It was probably, I'm going to guess now, and Wendy will probably put me right on this, but it was probably about 18 months, probably 2 years or so ago, that there was this image that came out of this absolutely stunning ship that was going to launch. And I looked at it and I thought, wow, that looks utterly amazing. And obviously time has now gone by. And so the wondrous thing this morning is we're joined by Wendy Hardy from Scenic, who is going to tell us all about this sensational looking. Now, I don't know whether she's going to describe it as a yacht ship. It just looks, and you've probably seen a lot of the images, you'll see a lot more of them this morning, this amazing vessel that Scenic have got. And so you're going to hear more this morning about where it's going to sail, more pictures about what it looks like inside. And I think I'm a bit scared that my wife joins this Zoom today, and it could be quite an expensive Zoom. I think it's going to be very, very special. So usual format this morning for anybody that hasn't joined one of these Zooms before. Wendy will do a presentation. At the end of that, I encourage you all, please do ask any questions. So, you know, Wendy will do her presentation. There might be things that you want to know the answer to that haven't been covered, or things that Wendy mentions that triggers a question. Please tap your screen. You can tap the chat facility and ask the question. I will put it to Wendy. We'll get all of those answers right at the end of this session. So without further ado, I will pass you across to Wendy Hardy, who, as you can see by her background, has certainly a larger lounge than most of us. So Wendy, over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Miles, and a very, very, very good morning to everybody. I'm just going to do the magic thing of sharing my screen. Now, you know, when in rehearsal you do it and it all works wonderfully. So let's just hope it goes perfect now. Please bear with me. Here we go. I want you to see my screen. I need to tick for the sound. We're perfect. There we go. Can you all see my screen?
Scenic Eclipse.
Gone too far ahead. Hang on. Are we all right, guys? Can everybody see it? Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Have I lost everybody? Are we all okay? Is everybody there?
I can see it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I thought I'd lost you all then. My little heart went. So here we go then. Very good morning, and thank you to Miles and everybody for that presentation. And I'm really grateful that you've all joined me this morning. I'm live back from holiday yesterday, so I was really pleased to be able to share this with you all first of all. And welcome to Scenic Eclipse. So just a little bit of information to you all about Scenic. So Scenic have been going for over 35 years and we're all part of a global group, and we started with this dream of touring. So we do 5-star tours all around the world. We then started to go into the world of rivers with Scenic, building all our own luxury ships. And we've got a sister company called Emerald Cruises. We're very, very lucky to be award-winning as well. But I'm here today to talk to you about the incredible 6-star ultra luxury super yacht. There you go, Miles. That was the answer to your question. So here she is. This is the Scenic Eclipse, and as Miles said, you know, she launched in 2019. Now, before that, we had so many incredible images, and we were that excited for her to come into the water. Now, I was one of the lucky ladies that got to visit her the day before she actually did a maiden voyage. And as I came over the bridge in Rotterdam, I saw this gleaming, stunning, clean line super yacht, and I was just like, wow, we really are going into the unknown. We really are doing something that is completely different. So she's called a super yacht because she's got the strength and the ability to do speed at sea. She's got double size stabilizers, and there's zero motion, so when you're in more challenging waters, she's a really smooth ride. She's got state-of-the-art technology. She has 228 guests, but 200 guests in the polar regions. That's 114 suites, 10 dining experiences, 9 bars and lounge, and an incredible spa as well. Now, we've also got a few discovery toys to make it even more special. We have 2 helicopters and a submarine, so you really can see the world from above, see it from below, and experience everything in 6-star luxury. Just going to show you a little video now. I hope this plays okay, but if it doesn't, it's only 60 seconds, and then I can arrange to have this sent to you should it not work for you.
Scenic Eclipse, the world's first discovery yachts. Scenic Eclipse, the world's first discovery yachts. Early bird offers.
There you go. I hope that creates a chill as much as it does for me, because I see that, and the music and see everything about Scenic Eclipse. She really just set the benchmark in ultra luxury cruising. Here is where our world of wonder takes you. So this is what we call the scenic route. So she spends winter time in Antarctica, South Georgia and the Falkland Islands, and then she goes to the other polar region in Arctic and Svalbard and Greenland in the summer. But of course, she's also just at home as well in the Mediterranean. But in 2022 and 2023, she really takes discovery to a next level, because she does the Russian Arctic, she's going to do Japan, the Northeast Passage, the Northwest Passage. So you really can see why she's called a discovery yacht, because she's going to take you to places that you only dreamt of. Now, we have 3 different kind of voyage modes. Now, I'm only going to just touch base on this for you. A lot of this information is in our brochures. And of course, the team at Mars Morgan Travel, they are all so incredible. Their product knowledge is amazing. And I know they'll be able to answer a lot of the questions for you. So when we do a scenic expedition voyage, we have up to 20 members as a specialist polar team to be able to take you out. Then we have our discovery mode, and that's where we have 15 members. And then when we're in cruise mode, we have up to 4 members to have a discovery team. But everything else stays absolutely amazing. Just gives you an idea of what kind of mode the ship when she sails in. Now, what does truly all-inclusive mean? So all of the ultra luxury suites, they're all outside with balconies. You've got some different kind of suites. We have up to 10 dining experiences. So there's a real dining experience for everyone. There's a venue and a menu for you, over 3,000 menus. Premium drinks, these are all included, so you don't need to pay for anything. There's a very, very few rare fine wines, whiskies that you would need to pay for additional, but there is a huge choice for you. Indulgent spaces, there's a lot of indulgent spaces on board. I'm going to show you some of the lovely images shortly. A butler service for all guests. The Butler service is unobtrusive. It's just there to help you bring your drink to your suite of an evening. Maybe you want to have breakfast on a balcony. So Butler service is for all. But what really makes Scenic special is that we give you the same service on board as we do ashore. So Scenic free choice excursions, it's your holiday, your way. You may have different interests and activity levels, so you'll get to choose an excursion that suits yourself. And then the Scenic Enrich. These are the once in a lifetime, unique to Scenic Eclipse guests. So it's in the most iconic destinations and places and locations. They are some, and you will always get at least one on your journey. So do you want to have a little look at some of the suites? Let me invite you in. So we have on the left, you can see here the veranda suite. Now, all of the suites have a mini bar, a coffee machine. Ladies, they've got the most incredible Dyson hair dryers. The spa suite. The spa suite has actually got this double-sized jacuzzi Philips bath. I mean, look at that view. Then as we go with this 4 different decks of accommodation, as we start to go into some of the larger suites, like the Grand Panorama Suite and the Owner's Penthouse Suite, they are at the front of the ship. Some of them have got the wraparound balconies in. You can imagine that sailing into Sicily or sailing down the coast of South America. So there's a different selection of suites to suit what you would prefer. Now, when we look at our Indulgent Spaces, so the ship at the moment, she's actually sailing in Saudi Arabia from Jeddah. She's actually been chartered, and we can't wait to, the world is changing, and we can't wait to be able to welcome her back, to be able to take guests on these amazing journeys. But we've really used the opportunity to enhance her. She's been remastered in some places. Now the Senses Spa, she's 550 square feet. There's so many different kind of saunas and open spaces. There's masseuses that do facials. There's a new pedicure station. So really incredible. The yoga and Pilates studio was already amazing, but now they've added in aerial yoga, a course all included into the price as well. There's classes right the way throughout your holiday. The Power Gym, I go to a gym when I'm on holiday just so I can eat more desserts, but that's just me. And then the relaxation room, again, you've got both speakers, you can sit and relax. And one thing you'll notice as well is just the floor to ceiling windows everywhere. You want to be able to see these most incredible views. So let's just introduce a couple of the new enhancements that we've got on board. So this is our new Vitality Spa. This is all part of the spa, and it's right at the back of the deck. Really nice plunge pool, double lounge beds, and a Panorama Bar. So after it did its first incredible season in Antarctica, going into warmer weather sailings, you've got to have that top deck bar, haven't you? You've got to be able to sit there, drink in hand, watching the ship as she sails away and arrives into port. So this is also new. New cabanas. These are on either side of the ship. So let's have a look at some of the public areas as well. So the observation lounge. Now this is right on the forward part of the ship. So you've got Swarovski crystal binoculars. It's got tea and coffee stations in there as well. That leads you out onto the observation terrace. But some great photos from the first season in Antarctica, where you've got this pristine backdrop of white. And that's where they do a lot of the arrival parties as well, on the observation terrace. Another great enhancement is that we've now just started a great partnership with Belinda King Productions. Now, Belinda King, when I used to work at sea, when I was with Cunard on board, the Belinda King shows are absolutely outstanding. There's kind of a music and a show for everybody. So we will be doing a smaller scale of some of these most amazing shows. The theatre is 360 degrees. So we have some amazing lectures in there. There's wall-to-wall video screens. So wherever we sail into, you'll have the most amazing lecture series there. Now, I did kind of kid to Miles earlier that this was my lounge, but now you can actually see it's really not. This is the Scenic Lounge on board, and you can see that you've got wall-to-wall crystal quartz backdrop, and that's a whiskey lounge as well. So absolutely amazing, really comfy, kind of the hub of the ship. Now, just because we've got starting to talk about our new warm weather itineraries, want to be able to see that it's not just discovery in the polar regions. There's going to be so much on offer: kayaks, water skiing, paddleboarding, sailing. Now, don't forget, this is all included, but it's optional. It's your holiday. If you want to go and sit in the spa or relax with a book, you can do. So the Scenic Eclipse, the real luxury experience of it is for you to be able to have lots of choice. Now, again, for me, all about holidays is all-inclusive dining. You want to be able to experience these different dining venues. Now, the executive corporate chef, Tom Grotta, he talks all about his infusion and love from food from all around the world. And he really does bring the bests of the menu to all of our venues. It's a real fusion of international food. But don't worry, there's always going to be some classics as well. This is Elements, the main dining. And in Elements, you've got a real focus on Italian-themed dining. Sushi at Koko's. So this kind of like dining venue area here, it's really incredible. There's loads of different themes and different parts of the restaurant as well. But the sushi's all hand rolled, it's all made from fresh. And the great thing is, because of the size of the ship, when she goes into different ports and destinations, the chefs can go off to the market and see what fresh fish is available. And that we're really, really environmental conscious as well. So whatever foods they have, we've got our own herb microgarden on board. They freeze dry everything as well, and they dehydrate so they don't waste the peels from the food. So it's quite incredible. Koko's, I was actually on board when they were putting this artwork together right at the end there. It was absolutely amazing, all done by Little Strips. But it's a real exciting and different dining venue. And the night market, this is a new experience. So the night market is inspired by all of the different street food and night markets from around the world. And it's kind of a show, it's entertainment, and they love to be able to talk to you and tell you about the food that they're doing. The chef's table, this is a real by invitation, degustation, food experience. It really is an experience like no other. And I don't know if you can see this here, but you get your own toolbox to be, and they tell you how to do the food. So it's a real wonder. And something else that's really exciting about Scenic Eclipse is the galleys. The galleys are all on open view. So wherever you are on whatever dining experience you're at, you'll be able to see the galleys. So it's all part of that really amazing atmosphere. And then this is the chef's table. This is actually the executive corporate chef, Tom. And the chef's table, again, it's a production. It's like theatrical. It's all about showing you how to. A lot of people say it's like a cooking school. You actually learn a lot from this, but then you get to eat the food as well. I mean, what's not to love? This is my kind of thing here. Look, this is the Azure Bar and Café. So this is all day grazing. This is your, I'm just going to pop in and have a coffee, a cake, maybe an ice cream. So this is your all day grazing here. There is some spaces to sit outside as well. Lumiere. Not only do you get a champagne bar in here, this is your French, quite modern French menu and restaurant. Again, you've got that open galley there at the back. So you get to come in, you get to have sort of like champagne beforehand, and then you get to go and have an amazing dinner. What is not to love here? And then Scenic Epicure. So this is the cooking school. This is the one that's the show. This is the one that they're going to teach you. And, you know, there's lots of different opportunities to be able to do this. And it starts off with a few people. And then like you then hear everyone's having fun and a good time. And then before you know it, you've got a big audience there. So this is Scenic Epicure. The Yacht Club, this has changed slightly. So the Yacht Club is sort of like a real more casual dining experience. It's got a big food island to make use of the space. We'd make our own ice creams on board. So this is where this will all be. Now, I've also, so hot off the press, there's a few new pictures that I haven't been able to include into the presentation, but on the outside of the Yacht Club as well, they've got these amazing swinging egg chairs for you to be able to sit and watch the horizon as the ship sails away. We talked a little bit about discovery and exploration earlier, but just to give you that a little bit more detail, I've also got some amazing photos as well. So helicopters, 2 of the best helicopters on board. Now, the helicopters and the submarines are one of the only kind of excursions where you'll have to pay an additional charge to. So the helicopters, some of the videos are incredible, especially if you're in Antarctica. You can so imagine seeing the pack ice and the pristine of the wilderness out there. And then the zodiacs are what take you ashore. A lot of them are called wet landings when you're in the polar regions. The discovery team, you have got, again, on all different journeys, you'll have discovery members, and they will be made up of experts in their field. So it could be a historian, it could be a gemologist. There's such a huge range of them. And then when I've saw them do presentations before, you've got the naturalists, you've got there's even a penguinologist. So, there's such a real expert in their field. Scenic Neptune, so she dives down to 300 meters, 360-degree views, quite spectacular. Saw some amazing images of things I'd never even knew existed. So it's a real experience to be able to soar from above and dive from below as well. And then here we go, look at this, I could not put this picture in. So when Scenic Eclipse first went down in her first inaugural season in November 2019, she was one of the first ships to get right down south into the Weddell Sea, just purely because of the speed of the ship, because of the design of the ship, because of how she was made to be able to get through those waters. A few other images here. Look, this is when Captain James Griffiths, and they got so far down south, and they managed to park right up against this ice sheet here, and they sent the captain and the deck officers out to see if it was okay, see if it was all right, and then yes, literally it's as far as the ship can ever go, and they had an emperor penguin come up and say hello, and everybody could go onto the ice. Absolutely amazing. And again, that's just because of the she's so technologically advanced. Oh, you can say that. Ooh. And here she is, just showing you what she does: kayaking, paddleboarding. Brave. I love this shot of the helicopter. This is actually taken by the Discovery leader, Jason. We should call this Dream Wednesday, shouldn't we? That's its landing of an evening, and it lands right onto deck 10 at the back. So, you can actually go further up and you can see it. Quite amazing. I love that image. That's of the submarine. Just thought I'd show you some nice pictures. And this is the Discovery team. So this is, when you see a team that have been in their field for 20, 30 years plus, and they're that happy and excited to be able to take the guests ashore, put the flag down, I think it really speaks volumes. Now, I've got just one winter itinerary to tell you about. So this is the 16-day Antarctica in depth. Now, the season tends to be from November through till February, and you fly, I didn't mention earlier, sorry, that flights, transfers, everything all included. Now, with the Antarctica one, you fly out to Buenos Aires, you have a night in the hotel in Buenos Aires, it's 16 days altogether, and you take your flight down, and then you then join the ship. And you then go, it's a couple of days to get you down into the Antarctic region, and then you cross the Drake's Passage, Scenic Eclipse, no worries, and then you do your incredible excursion. You're there for just over a week, and you do all of the landings, and then you sail right the way back up to Buenos Aires for your stay overnight again and your flight home. So just to give you an idea of, so you've got the Antarctic in depth. Now, this is from the 4th of February in 2022. This date actually includes a free one-way business class flight as well. And that is for your 16 days. Everything all inclusive is £10,860 per person. So that's the 16-day Antarctica in depth. And now we're going to start talking about warm weathers. Let's introduce you to some of the Mediterranean. Another little video here for you.
Set sail on the waters of the Mediterranean in unrivaled ultra-luxury on board Scenic Eclipse. From the sun-drenched shores of Spain to the history and beauty of the Croatian coastlines, or the sights, scents and flavours of the Italian Riviera. Visit and dock in the heart of these fantastic coastal villages that many other ships can't reach, all from the luxury of the world's first discovery yacht. Your truly all-inclusive journey with Scenic Eclipse is sure to be unforgettable, with once-in-a-lifetime exclusive scenic and rich experiences. In Seville, enjoy an equestrian flamenco at one of the city's oldest bull rings as part of the incredible Iberian discovery. Take advantage of picturesque landscapes on one of 2 Scenic Eclipse onboard helicopters. Or for a change of pace, enjoy exploring iconic destinations. No matter which Mediterranean destination you choose, your luxury suite will be your private sanctuary for the extraordinary experiences you will embark on, with a level of service unlike anywhere else in the world. Scenic Eclipse, where luxury meets discovery, offers out now.
I mean, I've only just come back on holiday, but take me back. Absolutely incredible. So let's have a look at some of the itineraries that I'm just going to see if I can move this little, there we go, just so I can show you the map there. So this is the 12-day incredible Iberian discovery. Now, this goes in April 2022, but of course we all need inspiration. So this is for April, May and September 2023. Lisbon and Barcelona are your embarkation and your disembarkation points. So to me, that just shouts out classic Mediterranean, looks incredible. And that one is on the 12th of April 2023, starts from just over £6,000. So that's the incredible Iberian discovery. I like how we've got a strategic scenic helicopter there, look, taking you on your personal tour. And then we've got the 12-day Sorrentine Peninsula. Now, Rome to Venice, look at this. So I know I say this quite a lot, but some of my favourites here. So you've got Dubrovnik, Kotor in Montenegro is just like this hidden gem. Like a Norwegian fjord, and right at the end it's quite spectacular. I mean, Sorrento, Capri, take me, I'm there. And this is April and May 2023. And then this one leads in on the 30th of April 2023, just over £7,000. Then let's go a little bit further afield. Let's have a look at the 12-day Latin American Delights. Now, this is really special because you're going from Lima right the way down to Valparaiso. I am lucky enough to have sailed that, and it is quite something. Doing those Chilean fjords is quite something completely different. So this is October 2022 and then March 2023. And this one, again, just over 7,000, so 7,200 per person. Now, what you have to do is you have to remember everything that is included here, from flights to all of your discovery excursions. Quite spectacular. And then, just to, we are in a time of change, aren't we, within travel? So we just want you to know that you can book with confidence. You know, Miles Morgan Travel has been one of our preferred and had best partners since I've been here and been working with them. And I know they do absolutely everything to sort of like give you all the information you need and keep you safe. And exactly the same as with us as well. So we do have a flexible booking policy. times are changing, we change with it. So we'll do everything we can to make you feel safe and secure within your booking. So you can defer up to 60 days prior with no changes, with no fees. We've got a complimentary deposit protection plan as well to make sure that you're all protected. A couple of different offers we have on. We have what we call a super early bird offer. And the super early bird offer is that if you pay your balance 12 months ahead of departure, you can actually save up extra savings. So there's that option available as well. We've also got an option available that if you take a suite upgrade, you make some savings as well. So, and then just as a really massive thank you for your time today, we've got a webinar exclusive of an additional £250 per person if you do take the booking within 7 days. So that's just to say thank you for your time. And I believe that's just sort of towards the end of the presentation. I just wanted to do a little recap with you, if I may. So Scenic Eclipse is the very first world 6-star ultra luxury discovery yacht. We want to be able to deliver wonder. We want to be able to take you to places that you didn't know existed, but we want to be able to do it so you can discover food, entertainment on board, but also take you to these incredible places, all included in the cost of your holiday. So within the discovery teams, people say they didn't even know they were interested in trying paddleboarding. There's so many more things that you can experience. But also along with Scenic Eclipse, we do pre-cruise and post-cruise stays as well. But also you can do tours that are involved. So Scenic Eclipse actually started doing tours to Australia. Now we do tours all over the world: Australia, New Zealand, South America. We do Canada. We do the States. So these amazing journeys can be combined with a Scenic Eclipse cruise as well. So there's so much that your incredible advisors will be able to tell you about. So I am really looking forward to seeing you all now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this morning, and I've loved seeing this presentation again because it fills me with inspiration, and I really can't wait to travel. So thank you all so very, very much. Hi, Miles.
Thank you, Wendy.
Hi.
Wow, is probably the first thing I would say about that. Sensational, absolutely stunning looking ship, yacht. Whatever you want to call it. Yacht, you call it, yeah?
Whatever you want to call it, yes. Yacht.
Yacht, yeah. One question, I guess, is there will probably be lots of people on this that maybe it's the first time they've seen it.
Yeah.
To kind of work out whether they're going to enjoy it, what sort of holiday would they have been on before, or would they have been on another cruise ship before? What sort of experiences would people have had where you go, yeah, if you've been on this before, you'll absolutely love us because we do that but better. So
I think there's a couple of elements here. So the first element is if you've always wanted to travel to Antarctica, you've always wanted to see the wilderness and the penguins and everything that it has to offer, but you don't necessarily want to do it on a ship that is very nice and comfortable. You want to do it on, you like the luxury things, you like the finer things in life, you like to go to 5-star hotels, but you want to travel around the world a little bit more. I think that's for somebody that's quite adventurous, for somebody that, doesn't matter what your age is, you want to travel still, you want to experience it, you want to go out there and have a real kind of find out more of the world. You've got that side of it, but then you've also got somebody who does a lot of luxury cruising, whether it be seaborne, whether it be Regent, whether it be a luxury kind of ship, but you think, we want to do a little bit different, we want to explore more ashore. We want to have more different dining experiences. We want to be able to have a larger spa, try different things, but have it thoroughly all included. So have that kind of real all-inclusive excursion and experience also.
Because I think the thing you said that's probably the most important thing for people is the fully inclusive element of what it offers. Because if you look at the headline price, actually, I was trying to think, what's the price going to be? And actually, I thought the prices were very reasonable, even before you've got early booking savings.
Yeah.
What you're including in a business class flight on that thing, it's still very good value with the inclusions.
And I think that's what Scenic as a company is all about. We want to be able to deliver wonder. We want to be able to deliver something that you're not quite sure you even knew you wanted to try, but also there's no point in doing it, you know, if people can't afford to go and do it. So it's all about value for money. The big thing with Scenic is all about your value for money and your exceptional service that you get along with that.
Mm. And I have to ask, that amazing, the helicopters and submarines. So
yeah,
you can't just say, excuse me, can you take me out? That is part of the program of excursions you offer, includes a trip on a helicopter and stuff from time to time. Is that how it works?
Yes, no, so we do that occasionally. We'll do that as a promotion where we'll have a helicopter trip included. But what you'll find that you will have is sort of just before, let's say you're going to Antarctica, where we have one helicopter. You'll have about 120 days beforehand, you'll have a helicopter excursion through. So you'll be able to see the prices. Now, the prices do vary. Some of the trips are 20 minutes. Some of the trips are 40 minutes. So you're looking sort of, let's just say, around the ballpark of $400 for that trip. But you'll be able to choose, you'll be able to express your interest before you go. So you'll be able to say, you know what, this is a once in a lifetime thing. I'm going to Antarctica. I want to be able to see this incredible scenery. So yeah, that's going to be part of it. So you'll have that before through it. And the same with the submarine as well. You'll have that through beforehand.
Yeah, I think that was the thing, that there's a few things that struck me with your presentation. One was the breadth of itineraries is quite incredible. You know, most ships do kind of set itineraries and they go around and do certain parts of the world. You know, with this yacht, it's going everywhere. It's quite staggering. That South American Chilean itinerary looked sensational. But then so are a lot of the ones in the Mediterranean, particularly the fact that being smaller, you can get into other ports of call that obviously bigger ships can't get into as well.
You know, when I saw that, I don't know if you saw me smile, because I was very lucky enough to work at sea for a long time, but we used to have to go to Naples. Then everywhere you wanted to go to, from Santorini or to Capri or anything, all ships normally go to Naples, don't they? So because of the size of this, she can go to all of those magical places. So yeah, and because she's a discovery yacht, it's not about discovering, it's about discovering destinations as well. And because of how she's been designed, she's a long time in the design stage and the making. So there's not many ships that can go through the Northeast Passage or the Northwest Passage. And it's like explorers did beforehand. That's why she's been I mean, I could literally talk about the design of it all day, because I'm a bit of a ship geek when it comes to things like that. But the size of the ship, the stabilizers are almost the same size of the Anthem of the Seas. That's kind of to give it, and it's the first ship that's got the zero motion. So even when she's out, and she can use them. So I won't bore you all, but it's quite incredible, and that's how she can get to all of those places in the world.
So please, everybody, do ask any questions. Tap your screen and you can use the chat facility. We've actually got a question in from Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Lynn would like to know about single travellers on board.
So we always invite single travellers on board. We don't have any single suites, and the price is always a percentage of what you would pay for two people. But at times we may have something closer to the time. You can always ask us about if there's any single rates, but as a rule, we don't have any single suites. But once you're there, because of all the different dining experiences, it's a great way to travel.
And in terms of nationalities on board, what's the mix of nationalities on board? Very international or American? Or what would you expect?
A real international mix, because we are a Scenic group. Is our owner, Glenn Maroney, started this 35 years ago. He had one tour bus and it was himself, and he was just doing the Great Ocean Road. So we do get a lot of sort of Australia, New Zealand, but then we have a higher mix of people from the UK, but also from Canada and the States as well. So yeah, a really nice mix.
Okay.
People that kind of meet and then go back on holiday together again the next year.
And then Russia, Far East, Northeast Passage, that sort of stuff. Plenty of itineraries picking up those sorts of destinations.
Yeah, so there's some available in the new ones for the Siberian, Arctic, Far East and Japan are in 2023. So there's the Japan itinerary, it breaks it into two. So it circumnavigates Japan, but it breaks it into two. And then the Russian, it sort of starts up and does the northeast, and it does the Russian Arctic, and then it sort of kind of comes down. So there's not a season of it. There's 2 or 3 itineraries that almost like a segment of a world cruise, that kind of thing. You'll start and then it'll come down and they'll just be a little bit and then it'll go round again. But the northeast and northwest passages, there tends to only be one of them, especially the northwest, because you can only cross through at a certain time of year.
I think the most noticeable thing, just hearing you talking about it, is, and that's different, because obviously on these webinars, we've had lots of cruise lines presenting on these webinars.
Yeah.
And the one thing that's quite noticeably different, and you picked it up, and it's the word you use quite a lot, is that the itineraries, and everybody should take this the right way, are way more interesting than the standard ones. You know, standard
it's hard to say it, isn't it?
It does Naples, Cannes, Mallorca, it does the every single one of the trips you've talked about is touching on very different destinations, very different itineraries, which is really nice. Really nice.
Yeah. When we have if anybody wanted a brochure, again, go and speak to your advisors and they can get them ordered for you, because we do have, I've got one here. So this is the Europe and the Mediterranean. Oh, you can't really see it, can you? So that's it's my lounge backdrop. That's the Europe and Mediterranean one, but then we'll have one for Antarctica and the polar. We've got a South America one. So we've got different ones to give, because there's that much information to give about where we go and what we travel, and all the excursions and everything are in there, because that is the thing with Scenic. It is going to the parts of the world that are yet to be discovered, that you've heard about. I was like, Siberian, Far East, and I consider myself well travelled. I worked at sea for 13 years, so it's really exciting. It's somewhere new. People say, well, I've done the Med, I've done the Caribbean, I've done this, so where's next? This is like the where's next kind of.
I think it's definitely the where's next. Yeah. No other questions in. So thank you very, very much, Wendy. I think, as you rightly said, anybody that wants more information, we have the brochures. You can pick up the brochures. If there's something else that you want to know, I think it would be fair to say, and I think everybody would agree, that you are somewhat enthusiastic about this yacht. It's fair to say. And to be honest with you, I don't blame you either. It looks absolutely amazing. So if you do want more information on any of the cruises, you want to pick up the brochure, you want to know exactly what those special discounts are and the exclusives we've got on this morning, phone your local shop, pop into your local shop either. We're open until 10 every day on the phones, and obviously all the shops are open during the day. So do pop in and see us, and we'd like to help. And if you want to get a hold of Wendy via us, equally that's possible as well. So just pop into your shop, and we can get hold of her. But thank you, Wendy, very much for that. It was absolutely stunning, exactly what I was expecting, to be blown away, and I was. Thank you very much for joining. Hope everybody really enjoyed it, and thought it was as much of a wow as I did. So
thanks. Really appreciate everyone's time.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. See you all soon. Bye-bye.